Hello there, my friends, and welcome. This is Kate in the nest, and yes, it's still the Melbourne nest. So I have had a huge day. I am, as always, so grateful for this chapter and that I get to share things with you. And most of all, today was a real celebration of going back to the Australian Quilt Show, exactly a year since I went to it for the first time last year when my quilt was hanging. And so I went back with just that sense of even more excitement because I knew the beauty of the quilts. I knew the place would be buzzing, and I hope we understand each other now. I knew there would be incredible shopping. So alas, I've done some shopping, so I've got to show it to you. And you might tut-tut and say, Kate, you've gone a little wild again. But as I say, I buy it to make and create straight away and to share. So I am going to do some stitching at the end of this, but it's also time for me to set up for my workshop tomorrow. And I thought, seeing I was packing these anyway, I'd just take you through a little journey of my pouches as we get to my shopping and then to my stitching. So as I've said, wonderful to see so many people, and if I forget some names, but today I saw Ruth, I saw Michelle, I saw Fiona, and then Zoe came along and Missy. I talked with Gabriella from Miss Rose Sister Violet, some exciting news coming up with that. And I went to, I saw Beck from Soapy Curated, and when I get to the shopping, I'll talk to you more about that. And it's always a worry if I forget someone, but just it was so lovely to see people who knew me. Oh, and Marina from my workshops last year was there too. So hello, Marina. Okay, so talking about workshops, it's pouch workshop tomorrow. So I always bring a collection of my pouches with me to continue the story. There's Chennai. This was Fleur October 2024. This is Jaipur, just recently, Jaipur Joy. I shared a little bit of this, but I continue to, I'm really loving embellishing their pockets, etc. So she's there to share. I brought this one down because it's practical as well and gives the notion of that idea that pouches don't all have to be huge. This is my pocket pouch, which is really handy for notions and needles and pins and things like that, because I love to give people ideas. Here's one of my earlier ones where this was really a collage of, look at me stroking it, because it's what they're meant to be done. Different medallions, early embroidery, vintage from Kansas, the same flower that I use all the time. Bit of my chenille fringe. Don't think I bought that fringe down. This one, which was similarly, in my American phase. And the interesting thing is I knew there was a reason, because at Lucello today, my eyes came across this braid and I thought, I really love that, and I've seen it somewhere before. Here it is. I must have bought that braid from Lucello this time last year. So she's been well traveled, or the year before. No, it must be last year. Or was it in a kit? I don't know. So this one has sparkles and beads, because I do need to get to my beading. What are they called? Suffolk puffs. A label. And all of these relate to things that I bought today and want to do more of. And one other one, this little tiny one, which was from my berry vintage. So, well, I make a lot of pouches, and you might make a lot of pouches too. No two are the same. They always have a story to them. And I just thought I'd share that with you. And you can see development, but you can also see place. Oh, we're piled up to the high ceiling there. Okay, nearly buried that and nearly buried that. So when I went to the show, I wanted to go to 2 specific places, and that was Lucello and to Beck, Brennan's store, and Beck is from So Be Curated. So, seeing I'm saying so, I got to Beck's store, and she has been sharing on YouTube her preparation for this stall with us, and Gia did not disappoint. She was 10 people deep, so I did go back. I bought twice, I think, and went back quite a number of times. It did sort of get a bit quieter around lunchtime, so that was a good time to go. So these are vintage fabrics, and I'm going to take them to my workshop tomorrow to share. Look at that delicate one. This, I'm thinking red and a beautiful pop. This one is not something that I will use, but I'm sure someone else will like that. Colette, I'll see tomorrow, and Sarah, and I think Sharon was there as well, but I didn't see Colette and Sharon. But that is beautiful fabric. This one is glorious. It's like a linen type of fabric. And now that I'm, doing my vases and flowers and vases, all these little patterns. So that's like a linen, gorgeous. And then look at this one. I adored this. So I don't know the story of these fabrics, but I love and adore them. So they're going to be put to use by me, probably this one and this one, and shared with others. Okay, so Lucello, you might remember when I came down for my workshops in October last year, I went on foot to try and find the Lucello store, only to find that it had closed. So that was lucky that I had bought at the last quilt show, because it appears that's where you can find it, and feel it in your hands. So look at this. This is, what was that called? Antique ephemera panel. Reproductions of antique paper from the Lucello archive, printed on cotton linen. So I was saying to the lady, I saw this kit on Instagram this morning, where a lady had done French knots all over this, and it actually turns into a needle book. They sold out today, but they're taking orders, so if I hope that's not bad news, but it will happen. But I'm so glad. I didn't realize actually that pattern was in here. And then look at all these other botanicals. And for a pouch tomorrow, there may be something that will go and be adored by one of my workshoppers. A purple butterfly. A ladybug. Look at that. Zerbers. Anyway, so I grabbed that, and it's on this, purpley, pinky stripe. Incredible quality. And I think that's what I sort of remember about Lucello. So I bought those. So Beck has been sharing that she didn't, she has been pressed for time, but she has done an incredible prep. So I grabbed 2 pieces of vintage. Look at me, I'm getting so attracted to these quilty bits. Look at the age on that. My mum will love that I'm appreciating that particular piece. It's got rust and stain and purple. I don't know, that could be the side of a pouch. Oh gosh, it could go on my, in fact, that's what I could do, put it on one of my other vintage pieces that I showed you with my Indian Kantha. Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? Okay, so to be continued, there's that one, and then this hexy one. So if you're going tomorrow, she still had plenty. Yeah, beautifully presented. The main thing I was after is I have been adoring Betsy pouches, and at the time as I bought this, Beck said to me something about the pattern, and I was so excited that I didn't really understand, and I realized I've got the pouch kit without the pattern. So I'll be going back, but I need to work out what to do there. So that's to be continued. And finally, talking about loving Lucello, I got this. I love Lucello, and I love bags, and I love tote bags. And look at this. It's a kit with all the fabric in it, and I hope the design. More of these, and some florals, and then this beautiful green, which I imagine will be the lining. It may not end up being a bag. I might actually use the material. I won't open that now. Let's save that for another day. We're left with 2. I haven't checked the vision or whether this has been doing, again, apologies, you know, the vision isn't great because I'm in my hotel room, but they do look pretty. I'll put them there. Fluoro, you know, I'm on a quest for fluoro, and Beck had these 2, so I intend to use those. There's a store there that stocks Wonderfill. This is Tutti, the fruity, I call it Tutti, but it's fruity, and these are variegated cottons that work beautifully on slow stitching. And I think it's been since 2024 that I bought a set of these Alison Glass variegated cottons. I just love the combinations, and especially with my vases and flowers, I'm loving using these goldy colors. So that's Eleganza, and I know people like to know what I stitch with. Okay, so speaking of stitching, I have been working. I haven't had a lot of time, but I did stitch last night, and here is my Flowers in Vases 3 coming along. Thank you. Someone said these are rayon. They are not easy to work with, and I can see they're falling out a bit, so I'll probably go over the top of this with a wool. I have, yeah, I just had that. Now I've got Beck's and this and the Eleganza. I'll do more work over the top of here. I'm just liking to be experimenting with the different types of thread. I've outlined those roses there. So this has got heaps and heaps of work to do, but seeing I haven't done a single stitch since this morning before I left for the show. Where was I up to? And I've still got a bit of wool here in my needle. finish this off and do some stitching. Well, that didn't go very long, did it? So let's get some Beck pink. Oh, wouldn't this be great to what beer? Oh my gosh, this is French. And I've messed it up already. I just need an end. So what have you got up to today? You might have been at the show too and I just didn't know. I know people will make great YouTubes about it. But it didn't even cross my mind to turn the camera on and talk into the video, because it was just, the time just disappears and the buzz, it's just so wonderful. Okay, so here we go. I've got some pink flowers here, pink petals. It feels beautiful to stitch with. Yeah, so quite a lot to do tonight. Not really, but I had to say to the girls, I must remember that, yes, I can't go shopping every day. I'm here for to work, as well as meet up with friends and see my husband and have a holiday. So all those things combining. It feels beautiful. Must have silk in it or something. So I'm thinking I might do these tips and then even go in closer to the center. But I might do that now. Come back. Let's finish that off there. We had a huge, everyone was saying it was quite humid, which it was, and then there was a huge rain. Do you call it a rainstorm? Gosh, I've forgotten all my words. I've been buzzing so much. It was so loud on the roof of the Royal Convention Centre. Everyone was very relieved. I don't know whether, have I shown you that weave that I did there? Maybe I did that last night. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm coming in really close to the weave. Apologies if the shadows, I'll try and keep my hands out of the way. See if we can sort of really accentuate that yellow with the fluoro pink. Oh my gosh, I suddenly realised I've stopped talking. I've been lost in my thoughts because I think this is the most quiet I've been since early this morning. That's what stitching does for us. I think Melbourne should be very proud of itself. It's got such a buzz always, but at the moment, all these, you know, festivals. There's been the garden show, I've been told. We've got the comedy festival on, the quilt show. So many. Yeah. Goodness, what will I do about that? Please don't watch this. But that was all shattering, so I need to keep working on that. So I bring it up close, just standing up so you can see. So lots and lots of work. Gosh, I might have to buy some more now that I've started. Yeah, it's interesting that I liked the colour up here, but it's different to stitch with. Actually, while I'm standing up. Nope. What I'm thinking of doing though is grabbing, mind you, that's beautiful. Imagine if oh, I love that trim. I wonder if it could be half the vase. And then I wouldn't have to redo. I'm going to do that. Because the rest is covered up. So if I just, oh, have I got any pins over here? I haven't got them here, but I have got them ready for tomorrow. So this is what I've done. I bought one of my little crystal bowls, down vintage, and this is the cupcake pincushion that Tracy from Western Australia made me. So Tracy, you've come now to your third state. This was born in Western Australia, lives in New South Wales, and is on a road trip to Victoria. I might even put it up a little bit higher there to cover that fuzz. Right, we'll think about that now. How do I open this? Would it come straight off? That would be too logical, Kate. Oh, it does. Aren't they beautiful? So they will sit on the table as well, like a work of art. Oh. I'm just looking at, I want to introduce some more contrast into this piece. There's something missing on it, and it's deeper and darker, but I don't know what that is yet. Look at that gorgeous colour. I'm wondering if I could use that for, it's not like me to match colours, but let's try this colour. It's number 2212. Oh, lucky. I am using one of these big, oh no, I'm not. I thought I was using one of those really long needles that I bought yesterday. I must just be alternating. So see these green bits in here? Just thinking of seeing what it looks like. It's red painting style. Yep. Oh, look at those yummy colours. I saw Michelle, who follows me, who's over from New Zealand. I'm going to meet Noreen. She and I have been exchanging emails. So I probably won't, no I won't. I won't film tomorrow. After the workshop, so it's probably good that I'm getting this one in. Now I'm going on to pink instead of sticking to this colour. It's a nice colour. Yeah, can you see that? Oops, a little knot. I often wonder why that happens, because why does it happen sometimes and then just must be too long probably, or just hooked up. That's not a nice ending, but I think that's going to be the sign for me. Tired Kate would probably make more of a mess of undoing that than, why did that just change that light? Not sure. Okay, I think that is enough though. So again, apologies, there's a tram ringing its bell. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you, I'm sure, while I'm still here. And look at that. How about I put a bit of blue there for those of you who love, you know, can't, doesn't go. There's a bunny rabbit though and some strawberries. So there we are. It's been a combination of stitching and shopping and treasures. I'll do a bit of advertising for Beck as well. So Beck's online, so you can buy things wherever you live. So have a lovely rest of the day, night, or whatever you're doing, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much for joining me. See, I quite like just playing, don't I? But now I need to go and pack my pouch kits. Okay, bye for now.